my parents scared me into going into believing in Christ, and they said that if you don't believe, you will go to hell.
Parents scared me into believing in the idea that God exists, religion is true, and Christianity is good. Hi guys, we're back again. We're talking about faith and belief. So the theme of this conversation is going to be the role of religion today, especially Christianity, and how people wrestle with belief in the modern era. So,
je vais parler français.
Okay.
Ignore her.
Religious impact, does it unite or divide us today into this?
Oui, unity.
Oh no.
Okay.
Religion divides us.
Yeah, no, I'm of the strong opinion that religion, especially in the Christianity perspective, has done more divide than unite, despite the fact that you could see 500,000 in Nigeria gathering to pray in whatever type of RCG or Deeper Life or whatever you want to call it, simply because I just feel that, like, if Christianity and religion, or especially Christian religion, is meant to be one, it's just so funny that we have so many different churches per se. But I suppose they all have different doctrines, but they all serve the same God, allegedly, and they all have the same belief and faith. But it's just funny that we all have different perspectives on it.
But you can also say it's a different way of how people express their faith at the end of the day.
I cannot say that is not facts, but that is true. I agree.
Also, not only from a Christian perspective, it actually divides from Christian to Muslim perspective. Like,
but it's the way everyone expresses their faith. It's how they talk to their God, in my opinion.
I mean, like, from an African perspective, the whole religion divide is a bit more it's personal and biased.
Yes. So we've all agreed that religion unites more than it divides.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, divides more.
Divides more than it unites.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What about you?
What
was faith and belief for you growing up and now?
My mouth is dry.
You just get a shock and need some water?
My mouth is dry.
Okay.
I can't answer. I genuinely can't answer.
Really?
I can't answer. Like,
okay. Tell us about your experience in terms of did you go through baptism or Holy Communion or anything like that when you were in school?
I don't think I've been baptized, guys.
Listen, so
just because I'm baptized doesn't mean I'm good.
Did you grow up in a Christian home?
Yeah.
You guys pray growing up, like a devotion and pray together as family?
No, actually. But like in my auntie and uncle's house, yes.
I'll be the same to an extent that the only time I remember my parents and forcing us to pray would be when we're having dinner or food together as a family.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, that being said, my parents...
But you guys went to church, though?
Yeah.
We didn't go to church, though.
Yeah, I went to church. I went to church with my extended family.
Your parents didn't go to church?
No. Let's be honest, mommy and daddy didn't go to church. They didn't go to church like that.
Why didn't you go to church and you claim to be Christians?
Lol, imagine.
You don't have to go to church. Like, as a Christian, you don't I think the Bible says something about the church can be within you.
Yeah, the church is in you.
The church is in you, so yeah.
But so obviously, when two or more are gathered,
when two or more are gathered, yeah, you still need to go for the sermons.
It's also a place to make a community, make friends, make family, people that you can actually rely on.
Yeah.
Especially if you're new in the country, that's a very good place to start.
Honestly, I agree.
But don't take advantage of that, though.
It shouldn't be the only
It's also a place to set God. Like.
No, I know it's a place, but God calls us into community.
I know, but don't take advantage of that you only go to church to make friends, eat food, and get.
Me, I go for eating rice.
But I tell you what, different.
You look like you go to church to eat rice.
Yeah, I eat rice and chicken at church.
Spring roll. It's all down to personal perspective in terms of what way you want to make sure you live the best of both life in whatever sense that may be for you. But at the same time, you're going for the sake of the community, the social aspect, and you're going there because you want to interact with people to gain personal relationship in one sense or another, whatever that may be. And I think it's best to have both in one sense or another, because then you just never know who's who can help you in whatever aspect. Because if you're losing your faith or you're losing your religious upbringing in whatever sense that may be, if you have someone in the community who can help you with that, great. Yeah. But if you also need someone on the non-religious side of things who can help you with getting your home furnished or getting your car serviced, and you have expertise and someone with knowledge in there, they could also help you. Or if your students needing some sort of assistance with education Obviously, you have the community to help you and support you. I think it's a two-way street in one sense or another.
That's good.
The next question, and moving on to the next topic, would be: have your belief evolved or stay firm, or have been challenged as you get older?
What's that again?
Has your belief been changed, or has it grown firm as you got older?
That's a good.
Or has it ever been challenged as well?
Challenge, yeah, of course. My faith has been challenged a lot. I don't know how to, even till this day, till this very minute, sometimes I find it challenging. Like I believe, I have faith, I pray, I watch some, I read my Bible and all, like, and I'm like,
Show me signs.
Show me signs, like really strong signs. Yeah, like
Lead me to
I
someone
want
to
to
like
see it. I want to see this thing right now. But I may have seen it in the past, but like I'm in a situation where like I want to see it again and know that okay, whatever happened in the past wasn't a coincidence. You know, it wasn't. Like, it was my fate and it was real. Like,
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. And God is real and all. So like I'm like, reveal yourself. I want to see something. Like show me signs. So it's been challenged a lot. Like there's a lot of things. Like as human beings, like I feel like every human, our faith has been challenged.
I think
our belief has been challenged a lot.
It's good because then that makes you more on the edge where you're not just complacent on what you believe and what you know already.
For me, like even just faith and belief, I feel like in regards to like growing up, obviously you're told to go to church every Sunday. They pick you up, you go, and so like obviously your faith has to be somewhat there or somewhat there, even if it's a lukewarm thing, you know, it's still there. As I've gotten older, I would say that it's there. It's just not as strong as or you know, maybe not strong active as it used to be when I was little. I think it's more of the fact that, you know, I know that God says you shouldn't allow other things to come in the way of our personal relationship, but like I know like things have been happening and you know, like you do your little prayers here and there. I would say that it has.
Do you have doubts sometimes?
No, I don't doubt God. I actually don't doubt that there is a God.
Cool. That's actually very good.
I do believe in a God because, well, so many things that showed me shaggy, but somehow God has still like, you know, kept me there. So I do believe.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Shout out to about good on that one. But that's good that like your faith has evolved over time is the best way to put it there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you haven't lost it. Like
Yeah.
you're still there.
Yeah.
You've never really lost your faith in him.
Yeah.
Whatever that may be. Shout out to you. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And for me, I'll tell you what, I went through a phase in my life where I was what's the word? Agnostic, I think is the word.
What?
Yeah.
An agnostic.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means where you cannot say or you cannot deny if God exists or not.
Oh.
Yeah, something like that. It's something close to that.
Yeah, it is. Atheist is that you don't believe in
What
anything.
was yours at that time? You couldn't deny.
I cannot deny or prove that God is real or Jesus was on earth or he's coming back or anything like that.
So you're in the middle ground of the world.
Yeah, you can call it that. In the sense that like if you told me that the rapture is coming anytime soon, it's like cool. So be it.
Okay.
What am I to deny when I don't?
What was the reason for that phase? Like what?
Well, it was just more of coming to understand that like maybe because Africans, especially Nigerians, I can't speak for the whole African continent, especially Nigerians on the Yoruba side because that's who I am. There's a lot of things that are more like basic, common sense, rationale, that are very logical, scientific, and that should be calculated and premeditated.
Okay.
But what Nigerians likes to do is, oh God, please help us. So they'll call on God when they should be studying or when they should be doing research, when they should be looking for information. But instead of that, they'll hope and pray. They do fasting.
The Bible says that like
they do fasting.
Don't faith without works. I think it says something like
faith without works is useless or whatever.
So, yeah.
And it's just very funny to me that like we have a lot of in the community, in the Nigerian community, especially the Yoruba one. I can't talk about others. That it's easy for the Nigerian community to rely on something of non-existing, but instead of using their logic, using brain to actually work it out, they wouldn't do that, but they'll prefer to rely on faith or belief or religion or something.
There's a lot.
I think that transpired from when I was in college. College was when that really opened my mind that like a lot of people within the diaspora and in college, especially the black community in college, you'd notice that like a lot of them had a lot of faith in something that was really obvious. Like say for example, applying for a grant, you're praying that you would get it. the requirement states, do you have a certain income? Are you able to?
You don't have it. You don't have all of that, but
You're applying and you're hoping you're gonna. Are you stupid?
But a few people are gonna probably gotten it though.
Look, who am I to say what I don't know?
Yeah,
I'm sure some people got it first.
I feel like fate can work in that case.
Yeah, but like the requirement state that you need to be X, Y, and Z before you
Oh,
can get
see, don't. That's how fate is. A fate, like when the Bible says fate that can like some a good level of faith can move mountains.
Okay, let me go and do an exam and not study and hope to God.
No, not that type, not that type.
It's the same thing.
No, I'm talking about like the requirement part in terms of say this person they have this amount of money in their account because they just couldn't have it. They couldn't afford that amount of money in their account, and they still applied for the thing, and then they believe really hard, like have faith that they'll get it. And some people would have gotten it for sure. That's not faith that works. That's different. It's not if you don't study for an exam and you have just faith. That's faith without working. That's all.
I don't like that.
Because you could, like you need to the class, yeah. So
skip some few there, man.
so that's the different part. Like, so yeah, with the requirements, I think it's okay. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, with the Nigerian churches, there's a lot to get into. Like
the reason why I said that one is because
there's a lot to say about Nigerian churches.
There we go. The reason why I particularly point that narrative is only because of my experience and where I really realized that a lot of things is not just religious or it's not about faith or belief. It's more actually about action.
Yeah.
It's not about science. Not necessarily chemistry and biology or anything like that. It's just, okay, we want to create this table. What do we need? We need wood. We need forests of some sort. We need tools, equipment. We need someone to measure. We need someone to design. We need someone to transport it. That kind of thing. So it's just down to having the right people with the right knowledge, with the right skill set, with the right beliefs, wanting to achieve the same goal together. So an example would be this, let's just say this particular community here want to build a road or a charity organization, and everyone in this particular estate has the same values as the initial person who thought of the idea, and they all believe in the same thing. I can guarantee you within the next year or so, if they all really put in their strongest might, will, and power, whatever that may be, and faith as well where possible, there is going to be significant action proving that within a certain cohort of people, things is possible, rather than just saying, I pray that God will make this possible. I pray that we will meet this target too. No action is taken. No one is saving. No one is contributing. No one is actively doing what is needed for that to happen.
That's the right.
And I feel like that's what, to an extent, destroying Nigeria in a nutshell.
You're not wrong. You're not
in a
wrong.
nutshell.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, that's pretty much me.
Nigerian churches, I don't really like them.
Okay.
I wouldn't like base myself in a Nigerian church, which is really bad to say as a Nigerian.
It's just what it is.
I wouldn't base myself also in a Catholic church. Wouldn't base my.
What's the reason behind your Catholic church saying?
No, like, because I'm not Catholic. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. But I wouldn't base myself in a Nigerian church because I do feel like there is, no offense, a lot of hierarchy inside of it, and you can visibly see it in the church. And
Hierarchy thing, yeah.
And I fucking hate when people hold pride with anything. When you hold pride, it really pisses me off.
So what do you mean?
I've already cast you out.
In the church, but from the churches, what do you mean? Right.
Okay, an example would be if you look like in certain churches, like I've been to a few African churches. Now it might not be all African churches. I feel like there's now like the younger church, like with younger like pastors and everything, they are changing it a little bit. But like I meant like back in the day, you would have like the pastor sitting on a completely different chair at the top, and to everyone else that the pastor will call 4 or 5 times in 1 hour. Please bring tithe, bring this one, bring that one, bring this one. But when I go to my non-African churches, I don't have to worry about all that stuff. I don't have to worry about visibly coming in, seeing the hierarchy, seeing that, when you walk into African church, everyone is already, people are dressing to dress, not even dress to impress, it's overdressing.
Bro.
Overdressing. But when you go to...
So like a competition with some of the ladies in church.
Seriously, with even the eyebrows that they are drawing, the lipstick that they are drawing, even the men, there's even still competition a little bit there with them. You can still see it.
Do you watch Everybody Hates Chris? There's parts in Everybody Hates Chris where like they show their mom going to church and she has to win an award for the best dress.
Something like that. I remember.
Like what is that? Why,
Like,
That's
why is
ridiculous.
there competition for
like
best dressed?
in church. When I go to my like,
It's actually a real thing. Like people dress a lot. Like bro, people bring out the most expensive everything. Like I mean, some people have it in the mindset, oh, it's for God. It's for God. Look good for God. But some people like competition. Oh, I saw this. I saw this mom last week.
competition.
I saw this mommy last week and she was dressing really nice. And this week I'm gonna show her that I'm a better dresser.
And the funny thing is, funny you should say that now. I've been to a like I grew up in a small town and a small village where there wasn't any African cohort, call it what it is, and the predominantly people of the church were white, Irish, and I've never felt for once having to. This is to counteract your argument, and I'm not saying it's wrong. This is the idea I'm trying to point out is that like I've never had to feel like I'm underdressed or I have to overdress
Overdress.
or I need to dress a certain way.
Yeah.
Come as you are, it is what it is.
That's
And I love it
community
because
grew up in. Yeah.
No, but I've been to an American church and that's the same thing. Come as you are. Some people, I've seen someone come in the pajamas once to church.
that was fun.
Pajamas, like wore pajamas pants to church. So another person come in and they went to do sport, or they were going to do sports in the next hour after church ended. That they came in their full gear, kitted and all, to come and do church. So like that's the one I want. I'm so sorry. That's what I want. Come as you are, because like when we all die, we are coming as we are to do our Father
and all
God.
that.
So I don't understand.
So yeah, that was just that. Funny how it all went because it is what it is. Back to the topic. Cultural backgrounds affect how people integrate faith in terms of obviously the way you were brought up, in terms of whatever cultural background you had and were born into, that will define to an extent what your faith is. Because, for example, it's almost fair to say that like in Nigeria, most Igbo people are Catholic because that's just the way.
Is it?
Yeah,
There's Muslims.
I heard.
I mean, most Igbos are Christians.
But there's
say.
evil. No, and don't say only Christians. They're not only. They're,
Mostly.
It said most.
not most of them. They also
So
do.
like,
they're-
most people could be 80% of the population.
80% of Igbos
You
are Christians.
guys, don't put 80%.
Okay, what percentage? What percentage do you put it there?
Okay, if you put that, if you put the 80% on that 80%, also take that 80% and say a lot of them are traditionalists. That's what you say.
Oh, of course. Because I know, for example, in a particular.
Go on.
I know, for example, in Lagos, in a particular area in Lagos, when there's a particular festival going on, apparently women are not allowed outside. So you only are, even in a particular festival as well, they're only allowed outside on under certain hours. So that could be from say 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. After 7 p.m., women are not allowed outside.
Wow.
Even guests are not even allowed.
Misogyny.
Even women are not allowed outside. Oh, when I sorry, not women, guests as well are not allowed out in public.
Guests as in men and women, or
Yeah,
guests?
guests, just any guests. Like, say for example, if you're not from Dublin, you're not meant to be in Dublin after 7 p.m. Or you're not meant to be walking the street of Dublin. You're meant to be indoor.
That's
kind of a
crazy.
thing.
What?
That's still practice right now. It's called Oral Festival. To an
Oral
extent.
Festival, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, this is really good. Do you remember the first thing you ever did as a child? Do you remember the first thing you ever believed in as a child? E.g. Santa Claus, Satan,
Santa
Tooth
Claus.
Fairy, leprechauns, and family sayings.
Santa Claus. I believe it. Like I believe it for the Christmas. Santa Claus on Christmas so much. I love Christmas. That's my favorite holidays.
Really?
I still love Christmas. I had friends in high school there that really hated Christmas.
Okay.
And I'd be like, "Are you human? How do you hate Christmas?" So I believe in Santa Claus. Yeah, that was the first.
Cool. How about yourself?
I believe in ghosts.
Hey, listen, some people believe that too. Banshee.
Wait,
We never talked about Banshee.
You said
I know about the Banshee, but
I heard that.
I think I heard about it in secondary school.
Yes.
I also heard about Bloody Mary, all those kind of shit.
Probably Blood and Mary, but I don't recall it very well.
Very well.
I can't
Oh,
remember the story
okay.
very well. As much
Okay.
as that. But yeah,
So what do you believe in?
definitely believe in Tooth Fairy as a child, but didn't think too much about it. Didn't care too
I
much.
believed in that also.
Leprechauns. Oh,
I also believe in that one.
I believe in logical. Yeah, I did.
this is a touch.
To an extent.
I did believe in it, but then obviously I just realized that like it's all an imagination of someone to tell a story that's not necessarily true. But As a child, yes, I did
You
believe.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
So Maria, you believe in leprechauns as well?
Yeah, I believe in it. Every time I chased after the ending of the rainbow, there was nothing there, but I believed in it.
I was hot. Family sayings. I don't recall anything that springs to mind right now.
I have one that we used to say.
Go on.
We have, I think, yeah, we have one that we usually say after prayers. Your future is bright, your future is colorful, and you must get there in Jesus' name.
Oh, that's
Amen.
good.
I like
That's
that.
good. That's good.
That's pretty cool.
Family sayings, faith related.
Oh, I have another one.
Go on.
Turn my mistakes into miracles. Sorry.
Oh,
Turn my mistakes into miracles.
that's nice. That's nice. I think what we do.
Turn my mistakes into miracles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like a prayer as well, prayer and faith as well. Like turn my mistakes into
Interesting.
miracles. Like you make a mistake, so like that's actually really strong, really good.
That's the one I use for my thesis. Turn my mistakes
Turn
into
my mistakes.
miracles.
Oh, that's a prayer used for your thesis.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, some mistakes can turn out to be a blessing in disguise. In a
Can
sense,
open up.
can.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because like
It actually happens like even with art and like with design, like
it's very for
really,
I think so.
is it?
I believe so.
You as the artist,
Even though it might not be intention, but it's more loved or lost after.
yeah.
like,
You make a
that was-
mistake and then it turns out to be like, oh, that's the best piece of your work.
If that mistake didn't happen, what would your life be?
And there's some artists that like the better you are at it, like you use your mistakes to
your advantage.
like,
So be it. I mean, at the end of the day,
yeah.
art is art.
yeah, so like mistakes could turn out to be miracles. So good thing, yeah,
never even thought
that's a really good thing you guys said. Miriam, that's a good thing you guys were saying growing up. That's a good family saying.
Yeah,
I wish I had something like. I think what we had was like, may the Lord make our days great, and there's something we still hold on to today is at the end of every saying, every wish. So whenever we say something like we wish for anything like I'll see you next week or I'll see you in 2 weeks. We always have to add by the grace of God.
Ah,
No matter how short that thing is, like the basic thing of I'll see you on the weekend by the grace of God. We usually did that.
funny enough, you should say that now. I just remember when my grandma was alive, whenever she'd say something like
Yeah.
that, she'd use the word inshallah, which is pretty much
Inshallah, yeah.
by the grace of
It's the
God.
same, yeah.
Or whatnot, which is
God
kind of
will.
funny. Yeah, God will, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because I never really thought about anybody until you mentioned by the grace of God.
Yeah. No, that's it. That's
Reminds me of when you did the Happy Sunday.
I think sorry?
The Happy Sunday, when you asked, what does it mean by Happy Sunday? Why does everyone say Happy Sunday?
Honestly, that took me by surprise. Where every time I meet up with a black people, a black person on a Sunday, they always say Happy Sunday. I'm like, what's so different about it? And one of the funny things is, to me, it was the idea of why we celebrate New Year. If we're gonna celebrate New Year, why don't we celebrate every new day? Because it's the same 24 hours nonetheless.
Wait, you were disputing the idea behind the New Year celebration.
Yeah.
Why?
Because think about it, if you're gonna be celebrating a new year, why don't we celebrate every new day? Because it's still the same thing.
It's a milestone.
It's a milestone.
It's a bigger milestone.
Let's celebrate.
Like a new year is a bigger milestone.
Let's celebrate every first of the month then.
I mean, people do it. Happy first. It's a thing.
Interesting.
Like my family, we do happy. Like we all do happy. Like even the extended family,
Really?
we do happy first of the month. Yeah,
Ah, and that happy Sunday thing that you mentioned,
it's actually thing.
I
Like,
swear, it's very fascinating to me that within the black community we have the happy Sunday thing. I don't
just
think
black community though.
it is. I think it's
not only-
I've never experienced it with a white.
Oh, so but do you hear Happy Friday?
That's because they're just excited to get drunk and get the fuck out of work.
So then you can say Happy Sunday. If Happy Friday is a thing, Happy Sunday is a thing.
Okay, I can't get against this. I've never said Happy Friday to anyone. I don't recall ever saying Happy Friday.
Happy Sunday is a thing. No, Happy Friday is coming at work.
Happy Monday, back to work.
Almost everyone I work where I work at, everyone says Happy Friday.
I think they're just excited to get the fuck out of the place and and spend their money on something that's
It's
not.
like get ready for the weekend.
You know, I think that's the. Then again, I'm not disputing either side. I just think it's very fascinating that we humans are choosing to acknowledge something.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if that's the case, then I might as well say Happy Wednesday. Anyway, back to. What is the wildest superstition you grew up?
Oh, Juju.
Juju. Okay.
Babalawa.
Babalawo.
Babalawa. Mami water.
Like, wildest superstition, like, bro, there's no Nigerian that grew up in my era, like, where the time, like, our era, basically, like, that didn't believe in Juju. Like, in Nigeria, if you grew up in Nigeria, did you hear of Juju?
Juju or Juju?
There's Juju is also the same thing as Ojuju. Ojuju is more like they play it as that's a person that comes to scare you in the night.
Oh no, I've never heard about that
It's
one.
like, so juju is like the bad thing,
yeah.
Then ojuju is the person, like the character that comes to scare you in the
I've
night.
never heard of that.
So
So
about that one.
growing up in Nigeria, like there's a thing where like they say, oh, ojuju's gonna come and get you,
Oh wow.
and then as a kid you have to be afraid, like, oh no, then you have to go be afraid, and go lock up yourself in the room. So
Crazy.
like,
Wilder superstition growing up here, and I don't recall any at the moment that this brings to my mind, but yeah, no, I don't have any. Do you?
And growing up here in Ireland, superstition was again Bloody Mary. I was scared to look at mirrors.
my one is the Banshee, but I suppose I would say it's the
what's the whole thing we had about she? Explain it.
the Banshee is pretty much the Irish ghost, to call it what it
The
is.
Irish ghost.
Screaming, isn't she? A screaming, wailing woman.
Yeah.
If you hear her in the middle of the night, you're not supposed to open your door or go close to her, go too close to the window. Am I right?
Screaming what?
Screaming, wailing woman.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's more wailing is what
Did
they
you
use.
guys,
Right?
like, did you guys you believed it?
I wouldn't say I believed it. I know of it. Is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I know of it.
Yeah, I know of it more than anything else, and it's something that I found very fascinating because I had a really good history teacher when I was in school.
Yeah.
The Abbey, he was the best. Who really taught us all about this and told us the stories. And
But was it ever real though?
I'd say he was.
He was.
I'd say he had definitely experiences and encounters of some sort that he could tell that wasn't. I wouldn't doubt any of his words. Is
Yeah.
what I'm gonna say.
Like, don't you? Also, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say maybe I was such a young person to easily be swayed by,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say that like based on what he said and how he said it, I don't think there was anything in it that was making me had any doubts.
Yeah.
Or no,
Okay.
that never happened. Sorry, you were gonna say something?
No, like I do agree with you. I've had like so many people who have said, "Oh, I had an experience with one of the girls at work, and she was like, "Oh, I'm very empathic. I hear spirits and all that stuff." So I walked into a room with her, and she'd be like, "Oh, there's someone here," or she'd be like, "Oh, there was people here," and then she'd try to start explaining what happened here, and you're like, "Okay, thank you." So.
Nah, that one la. She needs to go and see a therapist.
But like, there is that side bit of you. Do you believe or in what she's saying? or
Well,
not?
it depends on what way she says it. In terms of, see, for me to believe in something, it's the way it's delivered.
I don't know.
Do you think faith is inherited, passed, aka passed down, or discovered personally?
It's inherited, I feel. like.
Mostly inherited.
I think what happened is this: as you grow up in a family of African background, you're definitely inherited a particular religious belief, faith, and whatnot. And then as you grow older, it's up to you to either A, continue having the same belief and thoughts, or B, go through a personal journey of finding out what works best for you, whatever that may be, in whatever sense. So what would you say to that?
I say it's inherited, and I think as you grow up,
It becomes a personal
it becomes a personal
journey.
for you.
Cool. Do you think belief exists without faith? I'd say it can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could believe it's. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it actually it could be cultural.
Yeah.
Cultural thing.
What's something you believe in strongly but can't prove? AKA karma, luck, love at first sight, and all that jazz.
Believe it's strong but can't prove.
Karma.
Karma can be proven though. We can prove karma.
Karma.
Actually, can we?
I believe in karma in the sense,
karma is-
you like this, that is meant to happen.
What does that mean?
Like a pendulum that if you swing too much, it's going to correct it.
Oh, interesting.
I believe that if you do bad and like your bad just one day will.
Come back to you.
But however, I listened to something like I think it was a podcast this morning, and a guy said that quick story, like he was in college, he was dating this really fine babe in college, and then one day that it was raining really badly, and like the babe was like, I'm going, and he was like, no, he now found one corner and he like stayed in that corner while she went out, and as she was walking out, that's how he saw one nice car drive beside her, and was like, babe, will you get into the car? Now after a few coaxing, she now got into the car. Now, needless to say, she now said that what he said was that the man that took her into the car, he thought that, things would not be well with that woman, because she left him, she now dumped him, didn't want to be with him again. However, he said that the woman went to the rich man. That man, he didn't end up being rich anymore. He ended up being wealthy, is what you now said. So you can imagine, there's also that place of where you play with karma.
What you're saying is, a girl left her man
Yeah.
to be walking towards a particular direction, and she met, a car pulled up saying, "Do you want to get in?" She got in,
Yeah.
and the person she got in into the car with was rich, but not wealthy. And then the moment they became
Together,
he became wealthy.
But the thing is that in his head was that karma will get her for leaving me stranded, leaving me here. Karma will get her. Yeah. But instead, karma did not get her. Instead, she's living her best life on a yacht. So it's also that.
I tell you what, I do have faith and belief that, particularly, there's like, if you're in a healthy, strong relationship, and if you get into the right relationship with the right person, whoever you're in a relationship with, they definitely will bring good faith to you, whatever that may be. Because then again, my mom has told me this, that like, if you treat a woman right, if you treat a lady right, if you treat people in general right, whatever way life works out for you, if you're with the right person, things just naturally becomes easier, better, and faster, I suppose is the better word to use. In the sense that, like, good things, your riches becomes abundant or whatever it may be, because that woman has never had any issues when it comes to hardship. Because she's never had any hardship, she's always going to be there for you. And there's something about a woman's power, whatever that may be, that if she prays for you, or if she does something...
Really?
If she does something towards you, whatever that may be, either good or bad, it will catch up to you.
Oh, wow.
Whatever that may be.
They're powerful like that.
It can be, and I believe that, like, it's possible that if a woman genuinely has something good for you, it would happen to you. If a woman has something bad for you, boy, you're in it for the
Boy, you're in it.
Hey.
Well, that question as well, what's something you believe but can't prove, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to ask this question, like, we all believe in God here, but how can we prove it?
I can prove it by waking up this morning. Some people were not able to wake up this morning.
But statistically speaking,
that's not a way to prove it to, like, how do you prove that to somebody that doesn't believe in God? Like, how do you say, oh, like when you said, oh, I woke up this morning, and
I woke up this morning.
They say to you that most people wake up in the morning. Like,
how
does that tie down to God? How is that not like?
Oh yeah, you play games.
That is a coincidence.
You play games. Oh yeah, you're playing games on PlayStation. You play Sims. Don't you believe there's a creator behind this? That there's someone controlling the game. That it's not really free will, to be honest, but it's someone directing that through path. That there's someone that's...
So you believe that everything in this world was created? Nothing is natural. Like, nothing is natural. Nothing like is in this world on its own.
I know there's part of this world that definitely exists just due to natural occurrence and man-made.
No, I believe that everything in this world is created by God.
I believe everything was created as well.
As in, if it's not created, like this building that we're in, it was like that knowledge was given to man by God to go ahead. Yeah. That he is the like he's opening the page and he is allowing us to draw, but he's still holding the pen as we're drawing.
For me, what was the word? I do believe in luck as well. I believe in karma. Yes,
I believe
in karma. I believe in luck in the sense that, like, if you have the right mindset, the right attitude, the right tone of voice. Like, say for example, I won't name names. We all have this mutual friend, and we were having a conversation, and this person to me came across very negative.
Okay.
And I don't see the benefit, or I don't dwell in negativity, despite the fact that, the perspective of reality might be bad, but I still believe that, like, okay, well, if the bus is going to crash in the next 2 minutes, at least it was able to get me to the next destination, closer to my goal, before it crashed and whatever happened. That kind of a thing. Yeah. So the other person be like, oh, the bus crashed, I'm never going to get the bus again. That's just over dramatic. But then again, that's just me though. But yeah, I believe in luck, I believe in karma. I believe
people were brought luck. Like, I've seen and experienced some people having so much luck than many.
I think those type of people as well, they're just naturally gifted and blessed as well. But at the same time,
Naturally blessed.
and at the same time, I think it's just down to,
It could be. Okay, say go on.
at the same time, I think it's just down to how their energy is as a person as well.
I don't think it's the energy.
I don't think it's the energy. I think some people are just born with it.
Yeah, not just boy. You meet some people, and I know I have a friend. I promise you, I feel like he's born lucky.
Really?
Like some people, like they don't have to pray, they don't have to wish so much. Like what they just kind of want to get it.
I have the same thing.
Really?
You have a friend like that.
And it's crazy.
These guys are great friends.
It's crazy. I say this and I'm like, I'm not this way. Like when I want something,
You have to do a bit of something.
bro. I go a whole lot to get that. But some people just naturally get, and I see it as a thing as, from one perspective that it's blessing that's been passed down to them for the work of their,
the
the work
generations,
yeah,
their
the work their
ancestors
forefathers or their fathers has done. So it's the rewards they are benefiting from.
It could be. Who's to say?
That's one way.
Who's to say? I believe that as well. That like it could be that like obviously the luck just comes from the ancestor generations in the sense that like pretty much they're inheriting both the goodness of what the person have done.
Yeah.
Love at first sight. Do I believe in love at first sight? I believe in lust at first sight. I believe in love at first sight to an extent.
Lust at first sight is
real.
It's real. Man.
It's real because at the end of the day,
I can't lie. I've been lost
because at the end of the day,
in the past.
Love at first sight is real.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna.
I believe.
Love at first sight is real.
Yeah.
I think that is actually quite real as well.
Cinderella.
Oh no! Please don't do that.
You know,
what I'm saying is,
Ariel.
love at first sight exists. It is real, but I've never experienced it. I can say that I've had lust at first sight just because I find something,
that one, yeah.
I find something that I feel like, oh wow, this is interesting. I like what I see.
Big batty gun.
Bomb buckler. Why many Christians doubt when life gets hard, suffering, unanswered prayer, silence of God? I think it's because they don't think that God is on the side anymore. They think that God has forsaken them. Or they see that like, oh, what used to work for me is not working
again.
Yeah.
Or there's a lack of sauce. There's a lack of that sauce.
Or they believe, right, that they had so much faith in something and it didn't still turn out the way they wanted it to turn out, and they're like,
all their faith is used up.
yeah.
I love that. That's a better way to put it.
Being human, right? When you have faith in something so much, like I feel like you might have a lot of faith, but like
It gets thinner every time.
it gets thinner, yeah.
It wears out after a while.
Yeah. Sometimes when I have faith on something, I believe in something that it should turn out this way for me, and it doesn't turn out that way. I'm like, I start thinking about like, was my faith strong enough, or was it really strong and this just didn't happen? So like, is it okay for me to doubt? So you're having conversations with yourself, like, you're like, is it okay for me to be in a doubting phase right now, or like, can I justify my doubting phase? I had so much faith and it didn't work out, so am I justifying my doubting phase, or is it that, oh, I actually didn't have so much faith as at all?
It happens.
Yeah.
That's
It
why
should
faith
be,
happens.
like,
But it's okay for humans to. Is it okay for humans to doubt?
Yes, I think it's okay.
it's a rational thing to do because then that means you're not very complacent on just your own thoughts and knowledge and experience and everything like that. On to the next question. What's one experience that you're 100% sure God's doing? Excuse me.
My thesis.
What's
Passing my thesis. Passing my thesis.
Like she's an model. She doesn't know books.
Boy, that's not true.
I'm just kidding, but so your thesis is being like it was 100% God. That means you didn't put in enough effort.
I put an effort into it, but like there
was elements sometimes.
Elements, yes, there's elements. There's cry.
Like like okay, this is
You know, it's like you know what I'm saying. You know, juicing it out. You know what I'm saying. Yeah.
For me, what was one experience that 100% sure was God's doing? Damn, that's a really good question. I suppose for me would be switching course. So when I was in college, I was having a very difficult time with passing a particular module. And this particular lecturer was giving me a hard time and was failing me on purpose. It was obvious, but it wasn't easily said.
Okay.
So like
we're having bad grades in it.
Yeah.
What subject was it?
It was some sort of mechanical course or module rather.
Okay.
And it was all to do with maths and whatnot. I'm good at maths. I'm okay at maths, but this particular lecturer was just giving me a hard time because he felt that I was giving him a hard time when he was lecturing because I was asking questions And
Some lecturers don't like that.
yeah,
You pay for the class.
Some lecturers
Do
don't.
your work.
as in, I think what the lecturer was like, you know what, I'll catch you at exam time. So he did his best, and unfortunately, fortunately for me,
Do you think you failed because you didn't do well enough, or do you think you failed because he
was giving me a hard time.
was giving you a hard time? This is uni.
This was in college, yeah.
Oh, so did you? What were you studying at that time, and what did you switch to?
Oh, I was studying transportation, operation, and technology,
Okay, that you switched to.
logistics and supply chain management.
Oh, okay.
And
So you're sure that lecturer wasn't the bigger influence in your case?
it was the biggest influence to make me switch courses.
So that's a human factor, like a human being playing a big effect in your
Career.
career.
Oh, college. Yeah, academic
So
college.
college, career
Whatever.
choices or career development and everything.
Yeah.
So what was God's part in that?
The God intervention part was that, like, when I passed his course,
Oh, you
he
passed
had-
it.
yeah, eventually after 4 repeats, I realized that, like,
Man, he's crazy, man. What the hell?
God intervention part was that I passed,
Okay.
and then he allowed me to switch course.
Mhm.
Those are the two, because they could have easily, the school could have said no.
Oh, they could have said no.
They could have easily said no. But luckily, surprisingly, they said yes.
So he says, if someone asked you today, what's the one thing you're sure, 100% sure about Jesus, what would you say?
What was the one thing that was on?
Like, no, what is one thing that you're 100% sure about Jesus?
That he died for my sins and that he's coming again.
Yes, sir.
You know what's funny? We all have the same answer, but here's why mine is a bit different. Mine is different in the sense that, like, it's, yes, he died on the sin, but why did he die on the sin is on the cross.
What is that a question you're asking?
Yeah.
To save us?
No, that's not the point. The point is, why was he have to be crucified in the sense that, like, the rest of the people there were there for the wrongdoings within the community or within the society back then.
He took all
He
of
was
them.
punished because
It's to fulfill the scriptures, though. You're fulfilling the scripture.
He's fulfilling the
All of this
old.
are
He's
planned.
fulfilling the Old Testament. Like he is the new.
Like by God, they were all like
pre-planned.
planned.
But he's fulfilling the Old Testament. If you remember in the Old Testament, there was a wall that you couldn't go past. Like you had to be sanctified before you can go.
Yeah.
But like when he died on that cross, he will rip.
Exactly.
And like it was bang, bang, bang. You can come together.
I'm happy that you know this. and I'm a bit surprised as well that he knows this.
I studied theology. I'm a theologian. I studied theology for BSc.
Really?
Oh wait, for the whole BSc.
I studied theology and sociology for my BSc.
Oh, wow, well, that's good.
You know what? I have a brain to pick with you.
Please don't. BSc is gone.
Far gone for her.
Tell you what, you're not the only one that's fucking well with that knowledge. Nah, it's funny. What was the next? I just want to say the conversation we just literally just had there, I think needs to be talked about a little bit.
What was that?
You mentioned something and Mimi just added to it in the sense that, like, she was saying that Christians doesn't mean, if you're a Christian doesn't mean you shouldn't drink alcohol.
Okay.
That makes sense. But I believe it says in the Bible there, don't get drunk.
Yeah,
Because because you become disorderly.
Yeah.
That's the part. But I feel that, like, many Christians have taken that to the extreme where they feel that, like, it literally translates to don't drink.
Yeah.
So which obviously means that, like, you're taking pieces and parcels and you're making decision that was never said to be what is not.
Yeah.
But it's okay if you choose to drink out of, you just choose not to drink. It's okay.
Just get drunk, yeah?
No, you don't drink at all. It's okay. It's okay if you drink only water.
All I'm saying is, as a Christian, no, me, I'm still drinking. I've never been drunk, and if I'm ever drunk, I'm dancing.
I've seen Femi drunk. Oh.
No, but I think you do more research into that, because I think the Bible also says something about when you don't take supplements, don't take things that get you into a different state of your natural being. Like,
That means
drunk.
don't overeat.
Yeah, like don't take when you
Don't overplay.
eat things that get you into a different. Yeah, they get you into a different element of how you should be. Like, don't take things for that. So I think he said, no, do more research into it. Do more research. That's why I think drinking and getting high is not really a Christian way. It's not really a Christian way.
I didn't say anything about smoking, but
Because of Derek's liver, that's why
more
it's thinking like.
you gotta do shayo.
More But yeah, though, the message from this is when a Christian person or a religious whatever, a person at all is trying to pass on the message to you, a good message, the gospel to you, do not judge him before you accept the message, before you listen. Listen, get the message.
Yeah.
It's not the person, it's the message. But yeah, your co-host Derek, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Miriam, what do you have to say?
You point to someone and declare, your future is bright. Your future is colorful.
Future is bright.
And you must get there in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
What do you have to say, Femi?
Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. Thank you for listening to this episode. It's been a great pleasure to record with my friends and my co-host. I really think this episode, especially the religious and faith one, has been really good because it's not something that was on the card, but we had a conversation about it just the last time we met each other or we saw each other, and someone mentioned the idea of talking.
Oh yeah, I think it was Miriam. Miriam was like, "Oh, faith and belief." Yeah.
Someone mentioned the idea, and I was like, "That's a really good idea."
Yeah. It was Miriam. Yeah.
Anyway, look, I really enjoyed it. I think it was good, and it's good to hear about our personal perspective in terms of when it comes to religion and faith and beliefs and whatnot. I think that we all have to grow, or we are all growing as individuals in our religious perspective and whatnot. It's really good to hear my friends here about their upbringing when it comes to Christianity and everything like that. And it's good to see that like we all have our personal touch with religion and faith and beliefs, because it's good that we've all not lost it. At some stage I've kind of lost mine, but I'm glad that I'm back into it now.
Yeah.
Amen.
Shout out to Nicholas Images for this episode. We really enjoyed it.
It's a wrap. End it.